Hey kids, you're listening to the internet's wettest podcast about video games, consoles, and pancakes. The SML Podcast. Prepare for the SML Podcast.
What's up, everybody? This is the SML Podcast. I am your host, Joe. Aki's here.
Yeah, it's just me right now, folks. We've totally not had anything to do with a ton of editing on the show. Never. We'd never. Totally. That's not what we're going to do. Definitely.
I like how you say we, as in if you help edit.
Hey, I cheer you on. I'm there for moral support.
You don't edit. You cause the reasons to edit.
I mean, sometimes. Usually. But not always.
So, Jacob isn't feeling that great today. And he has some family issues going on. So, he is only able to do his reviews tonight. And then Bree, she's got a crazy afternoon, evening. And she can only join us at 9. And we have so much more to do that we're recording me and Aki a little early. And it's just us until later on in the show. So,
yeah. I'm sorry, everyone. You have to put up with me, motherfuckers.
Just us. Let's start off. Apex Assassin had a question. What are your thoughts on the new Metal Gear?
Well, my thoughts are I don't have it, so It looks good though. I have seen the trailers for it. It looks fucking sublime. If anyone on the team was gonna get the code, it probably would have been me. I haven't played it, so I don't know, but it looks good.
Jacob got it.
Lies.
I know.
Okay. I was waiting for you to confirm that was a lie, because I was going to freak out.
No, we're still waiting. Yeah, it's a huge game, and we are a very small outlet. So just being considered is enough for us at this point. If it shows up, cool. Like, there's a chance it could show up next week after, all the bigger outlets got their stuff. They have a handful left. They're like, throw those scrubs on. Yeah,
because I have reviewed a few of the Metal Gear games, so we might get it. It's a little iffy because this is the big one, but it's possible. It's just not right now.
Yeah. We shall see. But anything happen in your week?
Well, this week my house was fixed from the big old hailstorm that happened in March-ish.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, it took them 3 days, but they replaced my gutters, my downspouts, and all of the siding on the entirety of my house, as well as the metal wrap around my doors and windows. So it was a lot that they did, and they did it damn quick in just 3 days. Yeah, it was impressive. Could have stood to speak a little better English, so it'd be easier to communicate with them, but, it happens. So yeah, there's still some work that needs to be done that I'm going to have to call and get on them for, but overall, they've done a really good job. It looks really nice. I went from a off-white cream color to now it's all gray, and it looks really pretty, and I like it.
Well, good for you.
Yeah, other than that, I've been swamped with review games that take a lot of time, and then I was given a demo of a game yesterday, and all I want to do now is play it and nothing but it, and that's a problem.
The funny thing is, you say you're swamped, which you kind of are.
Yeah, it's just not the swamp that everyone would expect.
In reality, you've got 5 games through the 16th.
Yeah, it's
one
just
of them's AFIL games.
I think I have more than that, actually. That doesn't sound quite right. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then there's like 4 zillions as well. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, the Zilons don't count because everyone's doing.
Yeah, I have the game I'm reviewing today. Then I have Shoot in Order, and then Shujinko, which is the one I think that's due on the 16th. Yeah, and then Other Skin, and then Daemon Ex Machina subtitle insert here, and Gloomy Eyes. Is that all I got, other than the zillion games that I'll touch if I touch?
Dragon Snack.
Oh, I've already finished that one. I need to write these tiny little fucking ones down. I forget that they exist so regularly.
I should probably edit this out since we're mentioning games that aren't out yet.
Well, I haven't given my opinion on them. Just stating they exist isn't against
some of them are
embargoes.
like, don't confirm you have this.
Oh.
Yeah.
We didn't confirm anything, folks. If I have those, then they're due.
Hold for editing. I don't know when to stop editing.
When it's done.
Oh, man. Should we dive into news? We don't have too much news. The bulk of the show tonight really is the reviews, and most of them aren't ours. So,
thank God.
It's like motherfucking Jacob night on the SML podcast, and he can't be here yet.
And, you know, with how many he has, that might be why he doesn't have time for anything but... Because he has, 6 of them or some shit to do?
Yeah, I don't know.
Granted, they're all small, but still, fuck.
Was there any Disney Dreamlight Valley news this week?
I don't think there's been any for the last couple of weeks, even.
Oh, I hope there was. They're like, so, do you have any quick news before we start reviews? Yeah. Well, in Disney Dreamlight... Oh, too bad. I already stopped the news. Time for reviews.
That'd be great.
That'd be so good. PlayStation Plus monthly games for September were announced. And there's some older games, but there's some good games.
Okay.
Stardew Valley.
Very nice.
Viewfinder.
Oh, that game looked good.
And Psychonauts 2.
Very nice. I've heard good things about that series of games.
I like how many recent PlayStation Plus headliners have been Microsoft brands and properties.
Yeah.
And that's why Helldivers is on Xbox. Helldivers 2 did release on Xbox. It was not a fever dream. And the most amazing thing about this entire situation is that it is probably the least toxic gaming community I have ever seen in my entire life.
Give it a few months. All the Call of Duty bros are eventually going to start playing it.
I don't think so. It's been out how long on PlayStation? It's been out how long on PC? It's always had a great community. And a lot of people thought once the Xbox people infiltrate, the PlayStation people were just going to be troll team killers. And instead, the PlayStation people have been like, welcome, let's kill some bugs.
I'm glad about that. I'm just worried when the Xbox Call of Duty folks get on there. Then
Ignore them. Ignore them. They'll
worried.
Stay on Call of Duty.
Hopefully.
Let them stay on Call of Duty. I think if people come into this game expecting to play Call of Duty, they'll get booted quick.
I hope so.
Yeah, this is a game about teamwork. If you try to lone wolf shit in a game with other people, doesn't really work that way. You gotta plan things ahead.
Yeah, this game's all about teamwork And dropping things on your allies that instantly kill them by accident constantly.
I mean, team
that's all
killing
I've
is
gotten
part of
about
the
it.
game. Team killing is absolutely part of the game, but not intentional team killing.
Fair.
Yeah, if you throw a stratagem
all I know about the
and
game.
like a fucking 9-missile ballista drops into an area and one of your guys just couldn't get out in time, LOL. Everyone laughs.
Yeah.
Even the chat, it's like someone killed someone else and it's like, oops. Like LOL.
I do like that. That makes me happy to see stuff like that.
I mean, that's a big point of the game. Like, there's no real character customization because your character dies in about 10 minutes. So then you get a new character. They might last 2. Get another one. Like, you are not the same player every time. You are a whole new person every time. There's no respawns in this. You just become a different person.
If only that happened in real life.
It is such a fun game. I am thrilled that it's on Xbox. And if anyone wants to save democracy, let's do this. And then on the flip side, Gears of War officially launched on PlayStation 5. And
nifty.
According to Digital Foundry, it plays better on PlayStation than on Xbox.
Huh. Interesting. That surprises me. Okay.
I think the issue with this is that this version of Gears of War was initially intended only for PS5. So that was the lead platform for it. And then they did some thinking and realized, hey, if we release a new Gears game on PS5 and not also on Xbox, our fans might murder us.
Fair.
Yeah.
Fair.
That's why when I see people go, why didn't they just do Gears 2? Because they didn't do Gears 1 on PlayStation yet. Franchise is basically rebooting with this launch. We're going to get remakes of the rest of them, obviously. We're going to get E-Day. Like, this is a new beginning for the Gears of War franchise.
Very nice.
Yeah.
I
Apex
just
Assassin mentioning that there was an unfinished Gears of War that was being worked on for PS3. That was before Microsoft gobbled up the IP.
Huh. I did not know that. Interesting.
Yeah, it was originally an Epic IP that Microsoft had exclusivity with. And when Epic wanted to go multi-platform with it, Microsoft was, we're going to throw you a ton of money. Just give us the IP. Fast forward 10 years, going multi-platform.
Everything happens eventually.
Yep.
Good.
Xbox is expanding the cloud gaming service to Game Pass Core and Game Pass Standard members, as well as adding access to select PC titles. Or, sorry, quote, PC versions of select titles.
Huh. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. I'm still keeping Ultimate. I don't see a reason to not have Ultimate.
Because generally the deal is pretty shit unless you have Ultimate. Realistically speaking. Just, you're not really getting your money's worth unless you're getting Ultimate at this point.
Well, if you're doing the $10 a month, that's you're basically just doing Xbox Gold. But you get some free games with it. I think the middle version of Game Pass that is just part of the library, but not all of them, I think it's fucking stupid and shouldn't exist. I think it causes confusion, especially when Xbox releases a game and they're like, play it on Game Pass. Which version? They need to specify play it on Game Pass Ultimate. I am waiting for a lawsuit.
That would be nice.
Like, I am absolutely waiting for some lawyer out there to be like, hey, they're not specifying. I could get pissed and make money off of this. So yeah, I think they absolutely need to distinguish their tiers better. Especially with rumors of more possible tiers coming. There's talk of a cloud-only tier. Yay. And there's talk of an ad-supported tier.
We have enough fucking ads all over the goddamn Xbox. We don't need more of this bullshit. Because, you know, if the ad one becomes even remotely popular, they're just going to start spreading ads throughout everything. Because once they start adding ads, that's more revenue for them, and they're just going to continue. I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
I
hope
fucking
that
hate
does
it.
not come to pass.
How much was Netflix when it came out?
$8.
You know what $8 gets you on Netflix now?
Firm handshake.
Tier.
Oh, I didn't even know it had an ad-supported tier.
Yeah,
I thought that went
$7.99.
away.
You want to know what the standard tier is?
$20-something, I would guess.
$17.99.
Jesus Christ.
And then they have a premium tier at $24.99 that gives you 4K HDR video. I'll stick with 1080.
Damn straight. I'll stick with not having Netflix.
No, I watch
used to
Raw,
have
and
Netflix
Ashley
for my
watches
family.
literally every other program on Netflix. So we're keeping Netflix. Peacock's going away. We are dropping the fuck out of Peacock. Their WWE's last pay-per-view, I won't call it a premium live event because that name is dumb. Their next pay-per-view is Clash in Paris. And after that, they're moving to ESPN, their new digital service. So all WWE pay-per-views are going to be through the new ESPN app. But WWE Main Event is going to be on Peacock, which is a weekly enhancement talent show, I guess. This is the show that jobbers fight on. They are keeping Saturday night's Main Event on there, which will no longer be broadcast on NBC. And the one will have John Cena's retirement match on it. Not resubscribing for that. And then NXT pay-per-views will be on there. And I don't care enough.
I just can't wait for people to start dropping these fucking places.
Me too.
Because originally they had TV was paid for, and then they decided, and then people was like, we don't want to pay for it, and that's why you got ads on TV. And then they created things like satellite and cable and said, we won't have ads. That's what you're paying. That's why you're paying us. And then they brought ads to that. And now everyone has decided to go to streaming, and everyone has decided that they need their own service because they want to make that bank. But the problem with that is people can't afford all your fucking services. When there's 50 of them, people can afford 2. It's something that businesses don't seem to understand. They want the maximum amount of money with the minimum amount of effort, but they don't consider the concept that the marketplace is flooded with this bullshit.
Yeah. It's the same with gaming. Gaming is flooded. Way too many games are coming out.
Yeah.
And I hate to say it because we cover so many of them. There's way too many $5 indies releasing every week.
Yeah.
Like, I get people put their heart and soul into making these games, well, usually, but, like, there are hundreds of 2D pixel platformers on Xbox. How does yours stand out? Why should I get yours? We need reasons for games to stand out.
Yeah, see, I think it's fine when indies put out some cheap-ass games, whatever. But there becomes a difference when someone's putting out, like, a little cheap kind of meh game and, like, I don't know, AFIL, and releasing, like, 12 games in, like, 3 weeks, and they're all basically cookie-cutter the same like 2 or 3 games over and over and over reskinned.
With different skins, yeah.
Like I don't hate AFIL games. They're fine. They're not amazing. They're not bad.
Some are good, some are bad. Hit and miss. But
I've not disliked any of them. They're all just kind of they exist. But that's the problem. They all just exist.
They've all had a couple of shitty ones. Most of them are middle of the road, let's be honest. There's not many.
Oh yeah, they're very
this is
mediocre
great.
At best.
This is absolutely worth $5. Most of them are like, you got $5 to waste, you want easy achievements, go for it.
Yeah. And that for me, that's where that becomes a problem. Is it's like it's one thing if Joe Schmo dipshiticus over there creates a little cheap $5 game, tosses it on here. Good on him. AFIL is, as far as I'm concerned, they shouldn't be considered an indie developer anymore. When they're pushing out like 50, 60 games a year, they're just flooding it with cheap ass games that they don't have to put a ton of work into, so they can make maximum amount of profit with very little effort. And it's like that. I don't think we should compare that to what all the actual indie people are doing, because they're indie people. This is a big fucking company at this point, and they just produce mediocre games on purpose to fill up that indie slot.
A big company at all.
If it has more than 2 people in it, it's big enough when they produce that many games. I don't care if their team is 10 people.
Company. A big company is over 100 people.
That's an unnecessarily sized company.
10.
Fair.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think very many companies actually need over 100 workers realistically. They try to justify themselves, but that is an unnecessary bloated amount of people when you're not making a shit ton of different games. Because as we've seen company after company, they're getting rid of a whole bunch of people. And it's because realistically, that many people, you can't... that's a lot of money for 100 people. And realistically, the core team of that is like 20 or so people. That's what you really need, and we're paying for the bloat. And I think
you severely underestimate how complex game development is.
Maybe.
You severely underestimate it, especially when it comes to AAA titles. There's reasons that some of these games literally have thousands of names involved.
Yeah, fair.
But most of these indie games that we do cover, you check the credits, it's usually a guy, maybe 2, and then someone did the music, or they got it off a free library.
Yeah, and like those are the ones that I don't mind putting the cheap stuff up. Like that's completely fair. You know, they need to get started somewhere. It's not like they're going to make the next Halo. It's not likely going to happen.
Yeah.
So producing a little cheap $5 game, good on them. I hope they make it, and their next game can be a little bigger, and they just keep making things just a little bigger until they get, where they can hire a handful of people and put out more serious work. So that would be cool. But sadly, that's not how that tends to work.
No. And then a lot of these that release a bunch of cheaper games and stacks aren't even developers. They're just publishers publishing other people's games. So they're just helping other people get their product to the market. Like, yeah. I can't hate on that. I don't have a problem with low quality games. I have a problem with constant re-releases of the same low quality game over and over. And whether it's reskinned, whether it's in stacks, like I am beyond tired of triple stacks.
Yeah, very fair.
Like, I am tired of it. There was a time I see a game, $5, looks cool. Hey, I'll grab it. Now I see a $5 game. I have to check if there's more than one of it. And if there is, I'm not touching it.
Fair.
I just won't. I'm not going to spend my money on those anymore. If you want to release a game, and I'll pick it up. Don't release 3 versions of it and a bundle of all of them. Because then your $5 game has turned into a $13.99 game that I get to play 3 times.
Yep. Something else I would really like to see on consoles is something that Steam has, where if you buy a game and then there's like a deluxe or a premium edition, but there's no like deluxe upgrade, I would like it if they would just be like, okay, you want to buy this? Well, you already own the game of this, so we'll cut a big chunk of the price off. That way you can get this updated version of it. Would be very nice. It's something Steam's done for years and years and years. I would love consoles to do that. That'd be really nice, because there's a lot of games where it's like, you get the standard edition or you get the bigger edition, and there's no like update DLC or anything. It's like, man, it'd be really nice if they just cut some of the costs so you didn't have to buy the game basically 2 full times. I don't know why they don't do that.
Yeah, is what it is. But some more news. The Switch 2 has already sold 2 million units in the US.
Jesus.
Already.
I'm legitimately kind of surprised. I know, that the fucking Nintendo people are Nintendo people, but I also know that fucker costs a lot of money thanks to tariffs and shit. They had to raise that price a lot, didn't they?
I don't remember if the console itself has gone up since launch. No.
Oh, I thought it had.
The Switch 1 went up in price.
And
the PS5 went up in price. I still need to sell my Switch 1 if any listeners out there want to buy a Switch 1. Has a 1 terabyte SD card with it. Aki, buy my Switch.
No.
Atari has acquired the rights for 5 titles from Ubisoft, with plans to re-release them for current consoles. The titles are Grow Home, Grow Up, Hold Fear, I Am Alive, and Child of Eden.
Well, there went one of my pieces of news.
And you only had 3. Oh, well.
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed Mirage is going to be getting some DLC this year. It will feature a new story chapter and mission set in Saudi Arabia, and it'll be free.
Oh, hell yeah. That I hadn't heard. Oh, I'm excited for that. That was a damn good game.
Buddy. Super Nintendo Online has had a little bit of an update to it this week. 2 more games now support mouse controls, with No Bunga's Ambition and Mario Picross to go along with the recently released Mario Paint. And then they also added the ability to customize your controls on a system level for Super Nintendo games. So if the game itself doesn't offer it, just go to the home of the app and do it there.
Very nice.
Last bit of news I have, some bad news. 2K has announced that the Golf Club 2019 PGA Tour 2K21 servers will shut down October 30th. Currency purchases will end August 30th.
Well, that sucks.
I would normally agree, but 2019, that had a good life.
Yeah, it did. They had a damn good life.
Even 2K21 is pretty good for 2K standard. Yeah, 23 and the current game are still online. Good shitzels there. Apex Assassin mentioning Assassin's Creed Shadows is getting DLC. Aki, did you hear anything about that?
No, totally. Nope, not at all. Nope, we haven't heard about that at all. No. Definitely not covering that. Nope, that would be improper.
I can't wait for you to marathon that game so you could get to the end.
I'm gonna have to. When does that DLC actually come out? What day? Do we know?
16th,
Has it been?
I think. Let me check my email.
My life.
Let me check my email. My new Assassin's Creed Shadows DLC, Claws of Awaji, is launching on September 16th.
Fuck my life.
There
okay,
you go.
yeah.
I'll warn you, if you're getting this DLC, you need to beat the game.
Yeah, that's where my problem came in.
Post-game content. I don't know if we're allowed to give specifics on it. We might have to wait until the content is actually out. I'll just give you the hint that y'all gotta beat it. So, Aki, what news you got?
Well, besides the one that you stole from me so heartlessly.
Do it again. I'll pretend I didn't say it.
Okay. Atari has acquired the IP rights of 5 Ubisoft titles.
What?
Yeah, it's Cold Fear, Child of Eden, I Am Alive, which was a fantastic game, Grow Home and Grow Up, which are robot games, and I think I own both of them. They're cute.
First one was only on PlayStation.
Was it really?
Second one got a multi-plat. That was weird.
Huh.
I always thought that they would bring the first one over before releasing a sequel, but nope, just gave us the sequel instead. Shrug.
Interesting.
Maybe we'll get it on Xbox this time.
Would be nice.
Unlike the new Bubble Bobble game, got announced for everything but Xbox.
Sounds about right.
Bitches.
And then there's also, as everyone heard last week, I assume, there are a couple vampire clans that are being held back from everybody in the new Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2 game. And people were, what's the word? Pissed. Yeah, they were pretty pissed about that. So they decided to listen to the feedback. We don't know what they're actually doing yet, but they know people are very unhappy. However, it was not the dev's choice, it was the publisher, which shocks absolutely no one. So we don't know what they're planning on doing about it yet, because realistically, I don't think you're going to get them free. I think they're still going to end up being DLC, but they seem like they're hopefully going to do something about it, hopefully. And yeah, just a little update for that, basically. And then
I really hope that they find a way to just include all the classes, find something else to make bonus, like throw some extra equipment, give us horse armor. I don't fucking care. Don't lock playable clans behind a deluxe edition.
Yeah, that's kind of stinky. Very, very stinky. Don't do stinky stuff. Do not pull a Jacob. That's no bueno. And then, depends on if we want to do the Wu Chang stuff as news or as an updated review. It's up to you.
Just do it as news.
Okay. Well, they recently did an update to 1.5. It's now at like 1.5.1, I think. But with it, they decided to do a lot of changes because there was some pushback from Chinese gamers about some things. And they made some changes to Wu Chang Fallen Feathers. And some of these changes are story related and make the story no longer make any fucking sense. It also, they changed a whole bunch of the mechanics of the game, but not in a way that works. So what the pushback was this is set during the Ming Dynasty, and they're Han people, and that makes up like 90% of all Chinese people today. And they were upset that you were killing Ming soldiers and civilians. And so the devs were like, okay, well, we're going to make them all allies now. And the problem with that is there's a sanity mechanic in the game, and almost every ability for every weapon is tied to you being some level of mad. And the way you get madness is by killing human enemies. Whereas you heal your madness by killing the mutated feather or fell enemies. So, like, a lot of abilities are stuck behind, you do more damage when you have 50% madness, or 80% madness, or 90% madness, or you get more special attack tokens after this many hits on your combo being uninterrupted at this level of madness. It's all related to levels of madness. And now, since you can't kill very many human enemies anymore, those mechanics are all fucking useless. Utterly and completely useless.
Wow.
Hey. They did a real quick update and botched the game as far as I'm concerned. The story content that was changed, many of the enemies who were infected slightly to some degree with the feather disease were going mad, but some of them were important historical people, so they decided you can't kill those people anymore. And instead, now they're testing you for some reason. They didn't further anything for any of these survived people to explain why suddenly they're not proper enemies, and instead are testing you, some pirate woman, i.e., a criminal, and again, this is ancient Japan, a woman. So a lot of stuff just doesn't quite make as much sense anymore for these characters, because everything related to them is just kind of like, you haven't provided a reason for this. You've just made them to where they don't die and gave us some gibberish that doesn't make sense in story. And it's because they just did a real quick knee-jerk patch to the game, and I don't know if they plan on filling it out at all. Because even with it being at a 1.5.1, the abilities are still tied to madness, which is no longer a mechanic that you can use properly. Like, there are abilities to inflate your madness besides attacking human characters, but that was kind of the point, was attacking the human characters because they would attack you. Because you have the feathering, and you're told when you leave the very beginning area, anyone sees that on you, everyone who has what you have is insane and attacking people, so they're going to attack you on sight, and that makes sense. And now that's not a thing either, and it's just, so much of this game no longer makes sense, and it's irritating, and people have they long since have negatively reviewed the game because of the changes, because they don't make fucking sense. So, as an update to my review, I can't really recommend it right now because the story doesn't make as much sense, and the mechanics are all fucked.
Wu-Chang game ain't nothing to fuck with.
Yeah, because without being able to gain madness by killing humans, most of your abilities just don't work anymore at all. And it's like, damn. And it was such a good game. I really liked this game, and then they changed it.
Oh.
And now it's broke, and it makes me sad.
Ball.
Yeah.
All right.
So, yeah.
Apex Assassin had a comment, said that Konami asked every single model from Metal Gear Solid 3's sexy posters to send them recent photos so they could update the graphics for the 20-year.
I wonder how many of them actually did that.
I pray they are all still in sexy outfits.
I do too. That would be hilarious. I would love that.
Some sweet looking mom bods out there.
Yeah, because most of those people are probably in their late 40s, mid 50s now. So yeah,
some potential breaking news.
Oh my!
GameStop has listed Silksong with a price tag of $19.99.
Damn, that's cheap.
I was expecting $40 for this.
So was I. That's if it's only $20, that's pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, pretty badass. Limited run games and Square Enix re-released Fear Effect for PS4, PS5, Switch, and Steam. No Xbox.
I really needed to do the Xbox because I love Fear. Fear's great.
$10.
Holy shit!
Couldn't put it on fucking Xbox.
That makes me very, very sad.
Limited run really pisses me off a lot with the decision.
Fair.
Like, why? Why?
Because they hate us.
Last little bit of news I just found. Yuka Replay League got a release date.
Okay.
October 9th.
Nice.
Yeah, it is a
full-on
remake with double the amount of collectibles.
Very nice.
Current owners will get a 30% discount.
Sweet.
There you go. All right, review time.
Sure, let's do this shit.
All right, we got a bunch of games to talk about tonight, so let's get started. First game to talk about tonight is Death and Request Code Z, developed by Compile Heart and Idea Factory, published by Idea Factory International, released August 27th on Steam for $39.99. Parallel world created by the AI known as Iris. In this world, Sayaka Hiwatari. Sayaka Hiwatari, is that good?
Good enough.
Yay! Awakens in a place called the Strain Area. Here she'll encounter many familiar faces, but those who were friends in another world may be foes here. Death looms at every step. Will you ever find the end? Aki, what's up in this?
Okay, in this you play as What's-Her-Face, and you are a Luden. A Luden is not necessarily a human being. They are something different. Sometimes humans can turn into them, and sometimes they just are their own thing. Ludens are actually creatures made up of other people's memories. Don't ask. It's complicated. I don't understand it. That's just what it is. So they don't have any natural memories of their own at all, which is great fun. And they all have superpowers. Yeah. They're able to... Yeah. They basically, because they're made up of just other people's memories, they aren't real people. As such, they can interact with the digital world. So they meet all the Digimon, basically. Yeah, they go into these rifts and kill monsters and get fucked with by other people like them that are on the bad guy side. One of them kidnaps the individual who basically picks you up when you're first brought to this world, and you're off to go save her from this guy who is able to change his appearance to other people because he's a dick. And yeah, you go around and you kill lots of little creatures in every dungeon. Every few movements you make, it's all on a grid, lowers your sanity just a little bit. And once it gets down low enough, you start damaging yourself on a fairly regular basis. In the dungeon, however, you can find various items that you can pick up. Some of them are ether codes, which raise your sanity back up a certain amount. Sometimes they're health items, sometimes they're attack ups for you or attack downs for enemies, so on and so forth. Fun shit like that. Enemies you find in there are, there's little armadillo bug things. There's bats, snakes, bears even I've found, as well as freaky deaky monster people things. And the whole point of this game is go die a lot. Die, and hey, now that you've come back, die again, please. Every time you die, I don't know if it's just dying different ways, or if it's just any time you die in general. You come back from before you died, not like, for instance, where I am, I start outside of the dungeon again, and I have to play through a very small amount of character dialogue, and then I go back into the dungeon, and every time I die, I just go right back out and go through it again over and over and over, which isn't irritating at all. But every time you end up dying, you get a point that you use to upgrade your character. And the whole point of this game is to die at least in every way possible to get all the points so you can max level your character. And
beautiful.
Yeah, I don't know if I would call it graphic or not, but after you die, it actually tells you how that creature kills you. And obviously similar creatures will kill you similar ways, but there is a whole bunch of different ways where your character dies. And you get brought back to the strain where you originally started, and you can talk to this goddess, maybe? I don't know exactly what these people are, if they're other Ludens or if these are like gods of this place. But you talk to one of them. Well, you can choose to, or you can choose just to leave. But she'll talk about how you died, and she is just the giddiest bitch on the planet. She is so excited you die, and she loves it.
I want to read something off the Steam page quick, because I love this. The game includes many death ends, which are bad endings in which your player character and potentially an NPC you're with will die in gruesome ways, coupled with images of the characters lying dead, covered in blood. Additionally, many of the characters will have their clothes tattered and torn, leaving the characters in revealing outfits. In some of the death ends, warning for some people, suicide is a topic and is mostly implied, but in rare occasions is shown. And there's moderate swearing.
Yeah. For example, if you die to one of the bat enemies, I think, is it a bat? No, not the bat. If you die to a luminous kind of jellyfish-ish kind of like creature, it screams at you and basically controls your mind and makes you jump off of a ledge to your death. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Whereas, if you die from the vampire bat, it's heavy enough, it just slams into your head, knocks you down, and then stabs you in the back of the head with its fangs and drains your brains and blood out through your head. So, yeah, the game, I don't know if I would call it graphic, but I definitely wouldn't call it not graphic.
Some of the screenshots I'm looking at on Steam, it looks pretty graphic.
Yeah, it kind of can be. Yeah, it's hilarious. I enjoy it. I always like when I'm playing a game. I have a tendency to go look for the various ways you can kill your character. I always found that fun. So Tomb Raider, Dead Space, like those kinds of games where they have like a plethora of ways to die. I've seen them all. It's amusing for me. I'm a terrible person. That's why games like this exist. It's because of people like me. And you do eventually get the ability to start leveling up your weapon. I haven't really fiddled with it because all of the upgrades I've managed to find for it have been defense upgrades. And I don't want a defense. I want to hit something and it die, no matter, even if it's like 50 levels above me. So, and I haven't found any of those items. So yeah, you can eventually use weapon points, which I haven't figured out how to get yet, or you can use items to upgrade it, and you have a certain amount of places that you can upgrade. So I think for my weapon right now, it has 40 upgrade slots, more or less. So I can upgrade defense or attack, basically. And I only have items, so I have to find items that will give me the ability to upgrade attack, and I haven't found any of those yet. Mostly because there is a shit ton of items in this game, and I have a tendency to sell most of those instead, because that's also how you make all your money in the game. So yeah, it's really fun. I thoroughly enjoy it. Most of the gameplay is just going square to square until an enemy is next to you, and then clicking A when you're facing them to hit them until they die, whilst they do the same to you. It's a very, very simplistic game, so it's, no fuss about it. It's just a good little simple game.
All right, well, let's talk price on this bad boy. Finally launching on Steam, has been on the PlayStation for quite a while now. $39.99. Give us your thoughts on Death End Request.
While I really like it, that's a lot of money for how basic of a game this is. However, it is a decently sized game, so I guess
and it is Idea Factory. They don't usually do like $20 budget titles.
This is true. I'm gonna go with it's a buy it, because I think it's fun, as long as you don't mind, in-depth depictions of your character dying a lot. Because it's going to happen. That's how you get your level up points. Like, you level up naturally, but you don't get any level up points unless you die. So you're going to be seeing your character die a lot. If that's like, I don't really want to see that, maybe not a game for you, but everyone else, go for it. It is fucking hilarious.
All right. And they also have a bonus on PC. This is very much an optional DLC pack. It is the Deluxe Pack, which includes 4 PC wallpapers, 9 mobile wallpapers, a 32-track digital soundtrack, 2 soundtrack inlay pieces of art, 3 digital art books, a 15-page digital art collection, a 12-page character art collection, and a 15-page Death End collection. Do you think any of that sounds worth it for $15?
I think most of that sounds pretty for it. I have looked at a lot of Idea Factories, because they all have, almost every last one of their games has a DLC like this. I think the soundtracks are amazing for all of their games. They're really good, and their art books are really good. Some of the other stuff, like the wallpapers, and sometimes they have Dakimuras and stuff like that, whatever. But the rest of that stuff I really like. So if you have the money, I say go for it. And, worst comes to worst is you can buy the main game. If you really like it and you want to just support them a little more, you can always go and get this. That's how I see this DLC is, do you want to support them more because they're amazing and they make great games and you really enjoy their game? If so, get it.
All right, and then one other thing to talk about with pricing, it has an introductory offer. Code Z until September 10th, 30% off. To $27.99. Thoughts?
Oh, hell yeah. Definitely go get that shit. Hell yeah, that's great.
$12 off. That's a great deal.
Yeah, I figured, maybe a 10 or 15%. 30 that's a lot.
Yeah. And then they have the Deluxe Edition bundle, which as of right now is priced at $36.53. Which is still cheaper than the main game. So you can get all the bonuses and still save a few bucks. Buy it before the 10th.
Go for it, you guys. It's real good. And you're going to like the art books. They're really cool. I really want that Death End book. art book, because I'm wondering if that'll show me all the different ways you can die, so I can make a checklist. I think I might buy that DLC now, actually.
All right, well, moving on. Oh, Aki, look who finally showed up. Bree and Jacob are here.
Hello.
Way too late.
But
You know, we did like a whole bunch of news without you two.
Yeah.
I
all
only
the
found
news.
that out earlier this evening.
Did it
I'm
all
going-
without you.
Well,
There was Disney Dreamlight news, Jacob.
really?
No, I'm just trying
Yeah.
to fuck with you.
Yeah. I
Why'd
was
you
gonna
have to
say.
tell him? I was gonna totally go with
Because I
that
just want to
too.
fuck with him. He would know
You keep
anyway.
cussing. You keep cussing. You can't cuss either.
Ah, well, I messed up.
That's true. You have to put a quarter in the swear jar.
A couple of them.
I keep the quarters, so whatever. Next game to talk about is Space
fair.
Adventure Cobra: The Awakening, developed by Magic Pockets, published by Microids, released August 26th on Xbox Series X and S, Switch, and PS5, $39.99 on PC for $24.99. Play as Cobra, the space pirate, in an action platformer, along with Lady Ameroid, your loyal partner, and equipped with your iconic psycho gun. You must solve a mystery that could threaten the entire universe. Travel from planet to planet to save 3 enigmatic sisters whose fate is tied up with a fabulous treasure sought by the dreaded Space Pirate Guild. You'll need to shrewdly use Cobra's weapons and gadgets to defeat your enemies, complete the levels filled with obstacles and traps, and it won't be an easy feat for our space rogue. Jacob, I never thought I would see you as a space rogue, but now here we are.
I mean, I play enough Star Wars games. I mean, you figure that would kind of go in with it. Maybe. Anyway. So, Space Adventure Cobra is based on the hugely successful anime, although I think most of us here in America would be more familiar with the movie. Instead, that got released in, I think it was like 1982. And pretty much you're playing this cigar-smoking, wisecracking, like, space pirate guy. Definitely, Han Solo-ish. In terms of character, but the big story with this is that you're the space pirate who wanted to get away from everything, and so you change your appearance, you make yourself forget your memories, and essentially you're starting over. And now you have this Pirates Guild who doesn't believe any of that, and they're just going to hunt you down for the stuff that you've already forgotten, theoretically. Because they want you dead and possibly to like pick your brain. Meanwhile, you're like, screw that. I'm going to be a, man of fortune and do some good train robberies and stuff like that. So yeah, like the game, I think it, in my opinion, like with the visual style, like it definitely, like you could tell that they kind of wanted to be like a Metroidvania, but the levels are very linear. And the game starts off with like a simple tutorial kind of thing showing you, how to jump, how to shoot. And your laser does have like a special attack, which allows you to direct the beam so you can hit multiple enemies all at once. If you think of it kind of like Yondu's arrow from Guardians of the Galaxy, it kind of operates like that. And you're just able to direct it, wherever you want it to go. And then also comes the thing that I hated the most out of this game was the grappling system, because you can use Cobra's special like arm laser thing to also act like there's a grappling hook, which theoretically, this should be easy. It should be a slam dunk. Tons of other types of these kind of games have done it without issue. But Space Adventure Cobra, for whatever reason, you have to latch onto the thing, and then you have to decide like your momentum as like you're flying across. Like there is no like, stop on the rope and then like, mess with your momentum that way. It's all or nothing. It's on the fly.
Ugh.
And it's just frustrating. Like, I still can't get used to it. And it's just like, and it sucks because like this seems like it's gonna be like a pretty cool game if you can like just deal with all of the stupid grappling hook system. Like, I just like
you had an issue with the grappling. My issue started a lot earlier. I don't know if this is because I'm still having arm issues. I could not get my jump timing down for the fucking life of me. For the friggin' life of I don't even care. Javors, I'll refund your points at this point. I feel so bad. But like I couldn't land a jump. I would either jump early and miss what I had to get, or I would run off the edge.
Like, and this isn't like with the grappling hook thing, because it's just like,
no, this is straight jumping.
Okay.
Like early in the game, jumping like a normal person.
I didn't have that issue with it, but yeah, the grappling hook was just mine, and it's just like I honestly couldn't fathom like what, like, it's one of those like, why would you go with this system? Like, it should have just been like, all right, you grab on, woo, go on to the next thing. It's unnecessarily difficult for this game, and on top of it, the game doesn't try to really teach you how to use it. So you're going to be dying again and again and again and again. And thankfully, like, it's not that, like, the checkpoints are plentiful enough. But man, I wanted to.
I would like to make fun of you for not being able to use the grappling hook, but apparently Scotty couldn't do it either, which means it must have actually. There's something wrong with that grappling hook if even Scotty had trouble with it.
All right,
we could make fun of
he's
Carnage
good at
too.
gaming.
Then,
so what it is that, like, all right, so you shoot your grappling hook like at like midair to get onto like the thing that you're latching onto, and then you are supposed to like somehow decide your momentum at the same time as you're on it, and if you don't do it quick enough, then you're just going to fall into the lava or whatever. And by quick enough, I mean like you've got like 1 second to decide like your momentum. Ew. And half the time you're either going to overshoot or undershoot. Like there's no there's no, I could never really get the hang of it. And it just drives me nuts.
I think
like,
I have a sound effect that perfectly fits every time you use the grappling hook. Yes. What? What the fuck was that?
Yeah, pretty much. Like the animation style and the music, it's fine. It looks good, but just the gameplay is just like, and honestly, if they just fix the grappling hook thing, like this is an immediate buy. Like,
yeah, it's a great looking game. It's fun. I'm blaming the jump issues on me, because I also played the demo for Daemon X Machina, and I had to do like a quick time event to mash the X button, and I failed because I couldn't. And like my arm was in severe pain. So I think I'm just not ever going to be able to play video games again at this point.
I mean, I guess you're pretty much just stuck playing one-handed games, which, I mean, from what I understand, you already were doing pretty well, but, you know.
You're the one-handed gamer. Good, we know that. Talk about it all the time.
Yeah, but, I mean, there's a reason why I'm playing one-handed. You're just jerking it.
No. I want to get that stuff on my controller. I don't even let my friends touch my controller. The Elite controller, no one touches. I think I let Bree hold it, didn't I?
Nah, she's not paying attention.
No, she's not. Bree's asleep.
Oh, wait, she said that she was going to disappear. Oh,
she's vomiting.
Oh, dear.
They sell a gold edition upgrade. It clocks in at $6.99. It includes a smoking skin and a bonus mission. Do you think that's worth $7?
I mean, let's be honest. Like, if you're playing Space Adventure Cobra in 2025, like, you're probably already used to spending like tons of money on anime stuff. So I would figure you've already purchased it.
Fair.
Like, I'd be surprised to, like, somebody who's mulling whether or not they want the DLC didn't already just purchase the limited edition version.
You save a couple bucks that way. But speaking of, we got to get a verdict on the full game. It is $40. You could get the gold edition for $45. Give us your thoughts on that.
In its current state, it is a try it. I really enjoyed a lot of aspects of it, but like the grappling hook thing just makes it so frustrating. And if that gets fixed, then this becomes an automatic recommend. Like, the game has a lot of cool stuff going for it, but it's hampered by literally one thing.
Grappling.
Yep.
Here's another question, and I don't know if Microids is going to listen to this or not. We send the coverage to every company, but companies are busy. They don't always have the time to listen to 10-minute reviews or whatnot. But if they are listening, what are your thoughts on the Xbox, Switch, and PS5 version being $39.99 and the PC version is $24.99?
I mean, like, because of releasing it like on consoles, like I assume that there's like a like some sort of licensing thing that like makes it so they have to charge more. Am I thrilled with it? No. But I'm going to be honest, like, 25 years ago, if you had told me that, oh yeah, there's going to be a Space Adventure Cobra video game on Xbox, I wouldn't have believed you. And Microids has been digging deep into that, like that late 70s, early 80s anime stuff. So, I mean, like, honestly, like, I hope that they keep bringing up more properties like this. This is this is really cool. I hope to see more of it. I just wish that, the grappling hook thing got more of a fine tune.
Heck, how you mostly avoided the price discussion and just reiterated what you liked about the game.
I
don't like the fact that it's a whopping $15 difference. Like, they used to do $5 differences, and it was like a $10 console tax. $15? I think that's going to turn a lot of people off from the console version and just buy it on Steam instead.
Maybe.
Like, people who only console game, they don't really have an option, but if PC is an option, I don't see any reason to get it on console at that price. You could get the deluxe edition on Steam, which also includes an art book and a soundtrack, for $33. $7 cheaper than the console price.
I mean, to be fair, I mean, if you're already like that gung-ho about console gaming, then, about PC gaming, then you probably already were going to pay like $25 for this anyway. So.
Well. Next up, Arcade Archives 2 Chopper 1, developed and published by HAMSTER, released August 20th, Xbox Series X and S, Switch 2, and PS5 for $9.99. There's an Arcade Archives 1 version available for $7.99 on Switch and PS4. Chopper 1 is a shooter released by SNK in 1988. Man, I was 7.
I was 3.
Pilot a combat helicopter deep into enemy territory in a mission to restore peace to your homeland. Wielding overwhelming power for beyond what's needed to simply protect one's family.
What?
I love that line. Wielding overwhelming power far beyond what's needed to simply protect one's family. Like, I can protect you guys, but I'm going like way overboard. What will these men discover at the end of their path of destruction? Jacob, what did you blow up in Chopper 1?
Mostly my own helicopter. But like, you know, with that sentence of like more than's necessary to defend your family, like, all I just imagine is just like, you know, like there's some guy with like a Colt 45 like hanging off like the helicopter, and they're like, no, that ain't gonna be enough. We gotta get out like the chain gun. Like, I don't know. That is such a weird description for it. All right, so Chopper 1 is a vertical shmup, and this one is honestly a pretty basic one. You play as this helicopter, and you're shooting missiles and bullets and bombs at like some made up foreign country, and it's just you against all their stuff. And the game is one shot, one kill. So I hope you like dying a lot, because you're gonna be dying a lot. I died a lot.
Very good. You deserve
on the plus
it,
side.
Let's be honest.
I was going to say, on the plus side, you know, there are achievements for like, you know, the time attack and the caravan mode and all that kind of stuff. So no matter what, you're going to get some achievement points by playing this game. But it's not going to be as quick of a completion as that Aquajet game from the previous week.
Yeah, you really love that one.
I do. That one was good. This one, it's not so much that it's not good. It's just by like what we have for shmups now, this is going to be seen as a very basic game. And
are you telling me that a game from 1988 feels old?
Yeah, sometimes they do.
Huh.
Sometimes the gameplay doesn't always translate or seem as, you know, solid or neat
snappy
as it did back then. Snappy or unique. So yeah, so it's like, as I said, like, it's not bad. It's just, it's an older one.
Yeah.
There are like, so here's my thing with like, would you recommend buying it or whatever? I fully support the Arcade Archives line. Like, I love it. I wish they would release everything under the sun for SNK and Namco and whatever other companies out there like they release stuff for. I love this project. I hope that they keep releasing stuff on Xbox over and over again. I mean, not over and over again, but, you know, I hope we get more releases, I should say. But with that, like, so, I mean, I support you. I support people buying it right off the bat. However, I will say this is not the best shmup of all time. And so if you're a more seasoned shmup player, or somebody who's going to have, you know, like, is not going to see that, like, a game where you're dying over and over and over and over and over and over and over again as not fun, then this might be a try it for you.
This isn't for casuals. And
correct.
Basically, if you recognized the title, you probably already said, yes, I will buy that for $10.
Pretty much, yes. Yeah. Also, it's time to take your ibuprofen.
$10, your verdict.
Yeah, buy it. We need this Arcade Archives series coming. So buy it and keep me happy.
I want to send a message to HAMSTER if they're listening. We got the entire ACA Neo Geo collection. So far, we've gotten all of the Arcade Archives 2 releases. We have never gotten any of the original Arcade Archive 1 series that released on PlayStation and Switch. And I want those on Xbox.
Yeah, I want them too. And on top
I'd
of it,
have to mortgage my house to be able to afford them, because I think there's something like 400 that haven't been released on Xbox.
Yo, you know what drives me nuts about it? Like, the only time that they ever go on sale anymore at this point, and by anymore, I mean like the past like 7 years, the only time that they ever go on sale is during a fighting game sale, and the only ones that go on sale are King of Fighters games. And so it's just like, I really wish they made these things more available and put them on sale more often for everyone to enjoy these games. So
I can understand not putting them on sale, because I'm sure securing the licenses and getting these old ass arcade titles working properly can be, tough time to do. Especially look at the recent Namco ones that were priced at $16.99, because they're using like more high-powered arcade machine technology compared to like Chopper 1.
Yeah.
There are so many games that are on Switch and PlayStation that I would love to see them release here. I don't know if the Arcade Archives 2 and the Arcade Archives releases that are coming out now are going to include any of the older games, or if this is just all new stuff from here on out. But HAMSTER, if those older games are not going to be re-released in the Arcade Archives 2 program, please consider throwing either all of them at once or trickling them over on the Xbox, because retro gamers want to buy them, including me. And
yep.
There's so many. There are so many. And there's even more on the Switch, because they do Nintendo's arcade titles too.
Oh, dang.
Like Excite Bike Arcade, Super Mario Brothers Arcade, Punch Out. Good stuff. Yeah, I love the Arcade Archive series. So, next week, Scrambled Egg. You ready for that one?
I mean, not yet, but I will be.
Good. Next game, Aki's Adventure, developed by Zoroarts and eastasiasoft, published by eastasiasoft, released August 27th, Xbox One, Series X and S, PS4 and PS5 for $9.99, coming later to the Switch. Take the role of Maki as you explore a world of unique islands, meeting new friends and dashing through the waters using 3 different shark forms. Aki's Adventure is a side-scrolling action platformer that lets you decide how to tackle its unique challenges. Whether you prefer to fight or focus on exploring, there's plenty to discover and decide your play style. Jacob, what's Maki's Adventure?
So Maki's Adventure is it's mostly a 2D action platformer. But interestingly enough, or actually, you know what, I'll get there. I'm getting ahead of myself. So it's mostly a 2D action platformer, where you are playing as this, like person that has like, at first I thought they were supposed to be like a Mothman kind of creature or like a bat, even though I completely forgot that, you have a shark form later on, and, Mothman is not going to change into a shark. But that is a pretty cool idea, so I'm saving that for later. Anyway, but yeah, so you are trapped in this prison, and you have to help your brother escape, but as you're trying to escape, you have to, you get this scythe that you get to wield. You also could get better weapons eventually. Or I should say, you get potions that you can use to make yourself, increase your defense, increase your attack, increase your speed for X amount of time. Stuff like that. And you go around the prison and you could dodge, you can, you could kill everyone as you see fit. But there's also all these little side quests that you could do for people. And sometimes they're going to reference stuff that comes later on. And so you will be having to backtrack. And making your way through the prison, honestly, I thought it was kind of cool. And thankfully, the game really wants you to chill out and just have a good time. The bosses I never once thought, I was like, oh god, I'm gonna lose this. But like, there were some moments where like things were getting dicey, but it was never super stressful. And I do appreciate that. And so you go through exploring, and normally you're in your like person form, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. However, if there's water sections, you can turn into a friggin' shark, and you can use your shark powers to leap out of the water and give you much higher jumps, or you can bite people, which, helps clear out, all the crabs that are lurking, not only on the bottom of the ocean floor, but also in Joe's pants. But, so anyway, so after you've escaped from this place, you're like, all right, let's go on to the next thing. And it turns into this like PlayStation, Nintendo 64 looking area where you swim around as a shark, and you could just explore all these different like geographic locations in the area. Some of it's going to be hunting for like little collectibles that will help you unlock stuff. Other times it's, just, avoiding stuff and going to the next place. And each place that you go to, there's going to be more side quests, and some of it's going to be in that one area where you're at. Other times you're going to have to backtrack to like the prison or the volcano area, stuff like that. And yeah, it's just like a really chill, unexpectedly fun game. I'm going to be honest. I expected this game to be crap. I expected it to be shovelware, and I was plenty surprised with like how fun and relaxing this game was. And on top of it, it's kind of
But what felt like shovelware to you on the outside? Because just look,
I've been playing like looking at the cover. And then it's just all the games I've been playing like the last few weeks, like months, I should say.
Yeah,
like
we kind of are getting to the point where we can judge a book.
And
by
so
its
it's just
cover
like
a lot of times.
Yeah, and so it was like I saw like the game box art, and I was just like, oh, all right, well, this is gonna be like a thing I can bang out in like 5 minutes, whatever. And yeah, like hours later, I'm still swim, blah, blah, blah. Like, and stuff.
Cool. $10.
Never going to do that again. For $10, totally. Like this is like, yeah, like this is cheap ass Jacob would still tell you to pay $10 for this. It's definitely worth it. Don't sleep on this one. There's a lot of fun stuff going on in it.
Cool. For the next 10 days or so, you could get it for $7.99. So,
oh dang, get on it.
Fun. Next game, Sfera, I think, SF3RA. So Sfera, I don't know. Developed by Sergio Poverony, published by Ratalaika Games, released August 22nd, Xbox One, Series X and S, Switch, PS4, PS5 for $9.99. Sfera is an intergalactic association of assassins operating under the cover of the Robot Union. You are an assassin hired by them. You are tasked to eliminate out-of-control robots in the A7FA-3T system. Destroy enemies, collect items, and buy new weapons. Your drone assistant can attack enemies if you upgrade it, explore unusual planets, and the space base of... No. Explore unique planets and the space base of A7FA-3T system with secret rooms. Jacob, tell us about Sfera.
So, Street Fighter 3 Ra.
Very nice.
Sfera, or whatever this game is actually called. You are playing as this like robot bounty hunter, and you just have to go around and it's a lot of killing all these robots that are, running amok, and collecting items as you go along. And as you're doing this, most of the game is going to be played in a 2D perspective. And instead of like a run and gun, like I was kind of expecting with like Contra or even Mega Man to an extent, this game has controls, if anything, like original Resident Evil. And so you have to stop what you're doing, aim, and fire whenever you're going to. You just can't like shoot off your blaster all willy-nilly. I mean, I guess you could theoretically, but whatever. Anyway, so you're armed with this shotgun that seemingly has infinite ammo. But, you know, as I honestly thought that, like, the fact that, like, you have to plant, like, you know, stop what you're doing, aim, fire, to get anything done was going to be a real pain in the butt. But as it turns out, the game gives you lots of vantage points, so you're able to get the shots off before you have to, like, hop down and, you know, grab all the stuff, which a lot of it is just like these like little bits and particles that will help you upgrade yourself, and like you can use better weapons and all that. Like, it's standard stuff, but what's cool is that once you're done on a planet, you have to go into this 3D thing, kind of like I don't want to say kind of like Maki's Adventure, because it's different. I'd say it's more along the lines of like kind of like a Star Fox kind of feel for it. And yeah, you're just flying from planet to planet, gathering stuff while you're in space, and then you're down on the next planet. Time to take out the bad robots.
Pew pew.
Watch, rinse, repeat. Yeah, it's a lot of pew pew, but it's fun. It's pretty challenging, but I think it's well worth checking out. Like,
some dope visuals to it too. It looks good.
Yeah, it was unexpected.
It's like pixel style, like, but it's stylish too. Like it. We've seen some ugly ass pixel games, so I appreciate the good.
We definitely have, or even like lazy ones, and this is not one. Like between this and Maki's Adventure, like we're getting some good retro kind of titles. And yeah, I fully support this one.
Cool. $10.
Oh, nice. Yeah, definitely pick it up for $10.
Awesome. You got one more week. You could grab it for $8.
Even better.
Right. Next up, Goblin Gold Hunt, developed and published by Synnergy Circle Games, released August 28th, Xbox One, Series X and S, and Xbox PC, $4.99 each. Plays a greedy little goblin with an oversized sack. Jacob has an oversized sack. An even bigger hunger for loot. Dash, jump, and snatch every coin, chest, and shiny treasure in sight as you chase your dream of becoming the richest goblin in the world. Fortune favors the bold and the gold hungry, but watch out, taking damage or dying will make you lose your coins. Try your best to reach the end with the maximum amount of coins and show to the world greediness knows no bounds. Aki and Jacob played this. Aki, start us off for once. What's this?
This is a game.
All right, Jacob, what do you think?
Good God.
No, Aki, keep going.
So in this, you play a goblin, and you're just jumping up and grabbing coins. You can jump on enemies' heads or on top of chests, and they pop coins out of them. You have 3 bars of health that you can get through the level with, and if you lose one, you lose a coin. That's basically it. You're trying to get from point A to point B and try not to die like a little bitch in between, which isn't particularly difficult. Yeah, there's no collecting of anything else in this. It's just pick up as many coins as you want to. You don't even have to pick them all up. There's no achievement for stuff like that.
Really?
You have to pick up, yeah, you have to pick up like, I think 150 coins in total. And then you have to lose like, I don't know, 20-something, 30-something coins, I think, in total for other achievements. So, yeah, it's not a complicated game at all. It is very, very pathetically easy, and it's a fun little game.
I don't know why.
I've explained every mechanic.
Pathetically easy. Just like, Jacob, Is it pathetically easy, or did you struggle?
I mean, I think I 1K'd this like almost, not like almost immediately, but almost immediately.
Yeah, there was no way even Jacob, who often has trouble, there was no way he was going to have trouble with this. That's how easy this is.
Let me just double check. Yeah, I 1K'd it in 23 minutes.
Yeah.
And I
That's
probably, and honestly, like I probably, like that number is going off of, you know, how much game time I had to get into that 1K. So yeah, but honestly, like
Bill Zuminati did it in 2 minutes.
Well, I mean,
I call bullshit. That doesn't seem right.
3 minutes. Who else do I know here?
I wonder if. Wait a second. Who made this Synnergy Circle? They don't have like a Konami.
I don't think they have cheat codes. No.
Huh. I wonder how they did it.
I don't know. There's a bunch of 4 minutes, 5 minutes, 6 minutes.
6 minutes, I believe.
75 people have done it in 6 minutes or less.
That is wild.
Yeah,
motherfucking Jacob at 23 minutes, ranked 98.
I probably didn't finish it any faster than Jacob, to be fair.
Carnage,
whatever,
6
man.
minutes.
You know what? I'm still number 6 on the TA list of who completed it at 1K first. You know, or whatever. And I am above. Crud. Bill. How do you pronounce his?
Bill Gates?
Bill's is good.
Bill's, whatever. Bill's and Carnage. You know, I'm way ahead of them, so.
You were also way ahead of Shane 1151, who took an hour and 48 minutes.
Yeah, that one I'm kind of curious. So, part of me is just like, either they completed the entire game or they accidentally left their Xbox on.
Yeah, I'm guessing that. I also think it's funny that as of right now, 100 people have it on True Achievements.
And only
99 are complete. Someone beam dived it. Gotta love it. Right. Gotta get a verdict. $5. What do you two think?
I liked it. Like, it's not the worst thing that I would have ever have spent $5 on. But, like, keep in mind, if you're getting this, you're getting it for the achievement points. There's not a lot to it. But for what it is, I liked it.
What was yours, Aki?
I think it's a fuck it, why not? If you have the money to waste doing it, might as well.
Works for me. Jacob, you agree on that?
Yeah.
Cool. Next up, Sewer Quest, developed and published by YUME Games Studio, released August 22nd on Xbox One, Series X and S, Xbox PC, $4.99 each. Sewer Quest is a relaxing puzzle game where players must correctly connect pipes to allow water to flow and progress through the levels. With a gentle soundtrack, accessible gameplay, and 40 carefully designed challenges, the game offers an ideal experience for all ages, perfect for those looking to relax while exercising logical thinking. It's easy to play, hard to put down, and great for relieving everyday stress. Jacob, tell us about Sewer Quest.
So Sewer Quest, I'm not gonna lie, like the game very much looks like it is an app puzzle game that, you know, for mobile or for tablets, and that looks like it just got an Xbox translation.
Very possible.
It's very much like a no frills puzzle game where you have to redirect these pipes, and not only do you have to connect the pipes, but you also have to make sure that they're facing in the correct direction, because otherwise, you know, the liquid's not going to go wherever it needs to, and the liquid is climbing as you do these puzzles. So there is like a time, you know, there is like a timer that you really need to get this stuff done on, which, I mean, does it add like a level of, you know, hurriedness or stress to it? Kind of. But the thing is that in all reality, you should be able to get these puzzles done without much issue. As long as you're paying attention.
I don't think this is on mobile. I think this is just only on Xbox.
Yeah, no, I was looking that up too before this review, but yeah, it doesn't look like it's on mobile. It looks like it was made for mobile. I'm gonna be like, yeah, but honestly,
easily
like,
could have been something where it was designed, and for how poorly the mobile market is doing, they're like, let's change direction.
Let's throw it up on Xbox for like $5 or something.
No.
So, yeah, like it's not bad. I mean, it's not memorable, but it's fine at what it does.
Does it get tough near the end? Did you get through it all?
I mean, they get more complicated, and of course, you have to keep in mind the water's rising. So as they get more complicated, you need to like buckle down and solve this stuff. But if you don't get it, you can always try again. Like, it's not like you get game over. It's just you have to redo. Yeah, I didn't mind it. It's just it's there.
Cool. $5.
Yeah, I'd say buy it for $5.
Jazzy. Next up, Tidy Toys, developed and published by AFIL Games. Released August 29th on Xbox One, Series X and S, and Xbox PC for $4.99 each. In Tidy Toys, even the mess has its charm. In this casual puzzle with a touch of kitchen creativity, your mission is to organize the ingredients, or rather, toys, into pots styled like gift boxes. The goal is to fit all the pieces onto the board and fulfill the demanding orders of the customers. Jacob and Aki, both of you played this. Aki started off.
Okay, and this
is
yours. No, not really. In this loose description of a game, what you're doing is you're taking a bunch of toys that have different shapes and sizes, and you're packing it into a case. That's it. That's all you're doing.
Okay, Jacob, you've played these before. Describe it better.
Okay.
I mean, that was a pretty good description.
So it is like, I mean, it's a shape puzzle, and you have all these different toys, which are obviously, different shapes with a certain amount of like block layout, and you have to get them to fit in this, like, in whatever area that the game is presenting you with for this box. Now, much like, the farm one that we had to do recently.
2 farmlands.
Yeah, 2 farmlands. This is very similar to that one, where you're given guidelines as to, like, well, you can have 3 baseballs in this, or you can only have 2 cars, or you must include at least 3 dolls in it. And so theoretically, you can complete these puzzles without doing the objectives, but, to get all the bells and whistles, which is really just achievement points, you need to follow along with what the customer is asking for. Everything after that is like whatever. You can just jam like whatever kind of toys in there as you see fit. Yeah, this one is actually a really
plot. Just shove it in there.
Just shove them all in there.
All those N64 controllers.
3 N64 controllers, 2 Hot Wheels cars, and a 1970s Barbie. Just
bend over, Ryan.
Why? So, anywho, so yeah, and honestly, like, it is like a really relaxing puzzle game. Like, I think at this point, the only achievements that I still have yet to get are the ones where you have to like constantly like redo or take back a move, those kind of things, because in all honesty, I haven't had to use them. So those are always the last achievements that I get with this game. But I liked it. I like the 2 farmlands. I like the Fit and Fry and Legends Aligned. I like these type of games, so I'm all right with it.
All right, $5 verdicts.
Absolutely. This is an
Aki?
actual fun, chill game.
It's fine. I think it's decent for what it is. So I think sure, might as well.
All right. Let's keep the AFIL going with Axobubble, developed and published by AFIL Games, released August 27th on Xbox One, Series X and S, Xbox PC, PS4, and PS5 for $4.99 each. Axobubble, you control a friendly axolotl in a world of platforms and creativity. Your main ability is to create floating bubbles that act as temporary platforms. Use these bubbles to jump higher, cross dangerous distances, and collect shells while advancing to the big star shell at the end of the level. Who wants to start?
Okay, in this, you play as an adorable axolotl, and you're running around trying to get to the end level. And every time you need to climb up something, you have to shoot out a bubble, jump on it, shoot out another bubble, jump on that bubble, and just keep doing that. You end up coming across a bunch of shit that you need to not touch, or else you're gonna die. Like there's spikes on floors, ceilings, and walls. Eventually, there are some circular saws because someone really, really doesn't like axolotls, apparently. The monster. And even there's some crabs, but you can also shoot a bubble at them and catch them in a bubble, which is fun, because then they can't hurt you. And it's like, eat a dick. And you're just trying to get to the end of the level, which has a clan with a star in it. Why? I don't know, but it is what it is. And throughout the levels, you'll occasionally find one or two checkpoints that are just little fish bowls that have a tiny little baby axolotl in it that raises a flag that's really cute. And
it is really cute.
I like axolotls, so this is a good game. It's a buy it.
You didn't even let Jacob talk on that one. Jesus.
Nope.
It's all right. I mean, Aki covered that pretty well, to be honest. Like it is a cute little platforming game, and there's not a whole lot to it. Just get from point A to point B. It's really
I also
cute
played this game. I have one complaint. There was no tutorial. There was no tutorial to know that you were supposed to press the X button to blow the bubble.
Fair.
Oh, all right. Yeah, that is.
And buttons. Fair. But that's my one complaint. Otherwise, I liked it.
Some of the levels are fucking hard, too.
Oh, yeah.
Them circular saws are little bastards.
I do appreciate that Aki did her review, gave the price. Jacob went to talk, and it's like,
get the fuck out my ring!
Yeah, it's an axolotl. I don't care what anyone else's opinion is on this.
And hey, Aki, do you want Jacob to talk?
Oh my god, no!
Yeah, that's fair.
Jacob's gonna talk.
Jesus Christ!
Does Jacob feel like talking? No.
He finished talking.
Oh my god!
All right, next up, Squish Machine, developed by Brad Erkkila Games, Erkkila. Gonna beat me up.
Erkkila?
Erkkila. Brad Erkkila Games. We'll miss you, Steve. Published by Penguin Pop Games, released July 8th on Xbox One, Series X and S for $5.99. Are you quick enough for this action puzzler? Welcome to the Squish Machine, a massive device designed only for squishing slowpokes who can't turn it off in time. Squish Machine is a platform game where you have to make your way through the single screen level before the machine gets you, dodge enemies, evade tricky traps, and solve simple puzzles to stop the machine before you are squished to oblivion. Step right up and take your chances, friend. Bree and Jacob, both of you cover this one. Bree, we're gonna let you talk for once.
Yay! So this is a
okay. That's enough, Jacob. Go, Bree. I'm sorry.
You're in a machine that Squish is closed, and if you don't complete the objectives in time, you'll die to the spikes on the floor and or ceiling. Even if you're fast enough, you may still die to the spikes on the floor and or ceiling. But you can jump as much as you need to the point of almost flying. With some careful, timely presses of the A button, you can float around obstacles to your destination. The game starts out pretty easy. You have to jump on a few platforms to find the green button and stop the machine to finish the level, and it gets increasingly more complicated the further you get into the game. A few levels in, you have enemies you can stomp on to get rid of. Later levels, you have 2 buttons to press to stop the machine. And then you have more obstacle types like flaming jets and saws and tracking mines and fireballs and yetis that throw giant ice cubes. It gets kind of crazy. There's times where in order to make the button work, you have to push the empty button onto the red or green boxes to be able to activate the button. So it's all about timing and speed. And while you're in the level, you can pick up coins to purchase other characters. I'm running around as an orange cat, but there are 32 characters to choose from and unlock, including a ninja, Santa Claus, a skull, broccoli, and the Stay Puft Marshmallow. Those are some of my favorites. But yeah, the game is fast-paced and fun. I think you only have like 60 levels to complete all the achievements, but I played beyond that because I like the challenge of it. In addition to the regular levels, there's a time trial version where you can speed through all the levels as fast as you can. I'm not as big on the time trials personally, but I found myself trying to speed through all the levels anyway, because there's a huge sense of urgency once the machine kicks off in the first place.
It really is.
Jacob, your thoughts?
Hey, yeah. It does start off as deceptively simple. Because it's very much like a Flappy Bird kind of game where you just have to like keep jumping and balancing yourself.
Hey, motherfucker, listen, shithead. We got to fucking curse a fucking lot right now. Javors fucking thought that making us not fucking curse earlier was so fucking special, but we fucked it up. So now he dropped 100,000 fucking points, and we got to curse a whole fucking lot. Penguin Pop, I am so fucking sorry that your reviews are going to have to go through this, but you can blame Javors. He's a fuckhead for making us fucking do this. Shit. I don't know what the fuck to do.
And we're extra fucking sorry for fucking having to swear so fucking much because Penguin Pop games are fucking awesome.
Penguin Pop games are fucking awesome. They're always fucking hooking us up. They fucking treat us well. They're cool fucking people. Cool fucking games.
Great
and
fucking, visual novels and some great fucking puzzle games. I'm super fucking
dope shit.
To talk about them. Yeah.
Any other shit you gotta say about this fucking game?
Did I mention I thought this was really fucking fun? If you like puzzle platformers with some urgency to them, this one is fucking for you, man. Like the music was cheerful and fun. The sound effects help move along the need to move, like the whole urgency thing. There's clapping confetti when you complete the level.
Fucking confetti?
Yeah. Like,
is there motherfucking confetti flying?
Rad. There's motherfucking confetti flying everywhere at the end of the level.
Shit. Aki, fucking say something. Like, this is your time.
It ain't my motherfucking review, motherfucker. What the hell you expect me to fucking do?
All right, that's fucking fair. Any other shit to say about Squish Machine, or you two bitches ready to give it a review?
I'm ready to give it a fucking review. Let's go.
Well then, what the fuck do you say about Squish Machine?
I'd say buy it. Yeah.
Jacob, I didn't fucking ask you yet. I asked Bree.
Oh, sorry.
Fucking buy it.
Now, Jacob, you dickhead. What's your verdict?
I meekly request that everyone go buy this game.
Bitch. Good stuff. Wow.
Fucking bullshit. Fucking bullshit. Yep.
You're welcome, motherfuckers.
I'm gonna be real
I'll be
honest. I don't know how much I
honest,
can fucking swear because I feel like I'm gonna fucking throw up.
Well,
Son of a motherfucking bitch. Oh shit. Stop for you.
All right, Jacob, you have 30 seconds to say goodbye
wait, why?
because that was your last review.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and sadly,
said you had to
oh,
leave
man.
off
anyway.
now.
Oh, well, yeah.
Time's
I mean,
ticking,
like,
man.
well, what? I wasn't prepared for something like this. I thought it was just going to be edited with, like, the magic podcasting stuff. Although I don't know what kind of magic there really is with podcasting.
Oh, man, your time's up.
Uh,
Next game to talk about, Square Logic, developed by New Dawn Game Studio, published by Penguin Pop Games, released August 13th on Xbox One, Series X and S for $5.99. Square Logic is a logic puzzle where the goal is to fill the entire grid by drawing squares and rectangles. Each piece you place must contain exactly one number, which indicates how many tiles the piece must cover. The rules are simple, but finding all the solutions will challenge your mind. Develop strategies to figure out how to solve more and more puzzles, and try to solve all 200 if you can. Bree, start us off with Square Logic.
This is a puzzle strategy game, a logic game with numbers. There's 2 rules to the game. Each drawing can only contain one number, and the drawing must be the size of the tiles of that number. So if it says 5 on the grid, you have to make a shape with 5 tiles in it, which would be a rectangle because they can't be like oddly shaped. They have to go in one direction or the other. Squares or rectangles only. There's a pretty decent tutorial to help get you started. Shows a grid with numbers in it, and you have to figure out how to get the grids to make rectangles and squares to fit those numbers, like some kind of mathematical Mondrian art. The premise is really simple. You have like a 5x7, a 5x5, a 7x7, a 10x10, or a 15x15 grid with numbers already in it that will make a complete picture of squares and rectangles. You use the left stick to move around where you want to start, and then hold A to drag the stick to make your shape. You can use the B button on the block you've drawn on to delete it if you make a mistake, or you can just drag your new shape over the top of the old one and delete it. It's pretty intuitive controls. It's a fun puzzle game with 200 levels of varying grid sizes and challenge levels. Once you get the hang of it, things go pretty quickly. The music was chill. The controls were easy to pick up. There's a reset button to help you clear mistakes fast. You can start over really quick anytime. There's a level select. And in most cases, you can skip the level and come back to it if you're really stuck. I really like this game. Aki?
I thought it was pretty simple. I rather enjoyed it. I did not go through all of them because there's a lot of levels.
Yeah.
I think I went through like the 7x7 grid. I think I got through all the 5s and all the 7s, and then I was like, I'm good. I don't think I need to go through all the way through the 12x12s or whatever the fuck the number goes up to. I was like, I'm good here. I played like 100 levels or some shit. I'm good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I thought it was pretty good. I have a feeling when you get to the later levels, they're going to be some bullshit, but
yeah.
Up until that point, they're not too bad. Sometimes they do stump you a little, but overall, you fuck around a bit, you'll figure it out. It's not too complicated, thankfully.
Yeah.
Cool. Anything else to say?
It's colorful when you're done, because all the little groupings turn into different colored blocks. And so by the end, you have this geometric art piece, basically. And it's very pretty.
Yeah.
All right. $6.
I'm totally for it. I think it's a great game.
Yeah.
Cool.
And if you have Steam, it's only $3.
We're not on Steam. We're Xbox.
Well, play.
Do you want to hear the funniest thing about me kicking Jacob from Showtime?
That you actually kicked him out of it, and it was fucking hilarious.
I kicked him from the entire Discord accidentally.
Oh, no.
I booted him completely out of the SML Discord.
Good
He's
job.
like, guess I never have to review a game again. So long, suckers! Then I sent him an invite. He's just like, nah. Oh, shit. Good times. Well, anyway, I have one more review I got to take care of with our friend the Arkadian, so I'm going to let you two get going. Do either of you have any fun? Well, we'll let both of you do. Aki, final words first.
Fuck.
Okay,
Yeah.
Bree, something good.
No, I've just been throwing up all show. I got nothing left in the tank.
Literally.
Yep.
All right, we got one final game to talk about tonight, and we're bringing in some backup on this one. John Oneal, the Arkadian, is back. John, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing a show. I got rid of
Yeah.
everyone else, so now it's just us.
Oh wow, that's it's nice. Very intimate.
I fired everybody else. It was really messy.
This was the plan all along. I feel like, right?
Probably.
Okay, just to get those ratings and
Yeah.
views.
Yeah. I'm aiming for 12 views this episode, so let's
I mean,
do
we
this
can always
shit.
go for the unlucky 13.
We could, but I don't know if we can make that. That's a high number to set.
Man, that's such a high bar, I guess. Yeah.
It is. But you got a game to talk about. You had so much fun last week that you figured, let me try this reviewing out.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So I got a chance to check out the Rogue Prince of Persia, which is just a phenomenal game. I was actually blown away by just kind of the whole concept behind it. Obviously, it's taking from the pre-existing franchise Prince of Persia, but developed by Evil Empire, published by Ubisoft. It's basically a roguelike hack and slash
wait,
type.
we got to do the intro first. Hold on.
Oh, you're gonna do the intro. Oh, I thought you wanted me to do that.
Nah, I'm the host.
It's
I got to
a
read
first.
something on the fucking
Fair
show.
enough. Okay, I'll let you take over then.
All right, let's do this then. The Rogue Prince of Persia, developed by Evil Empire, published by Ubisoft, also provided to us by Ubisoft. Thank you, Ubisoft. Released August 20th on Series X and S and PS5, and released to 1.0 on PC for $29.99. Sprint on the walls with a unique 2D movement flowing seamlessly into fast-paced acrobatic combat as you tear through an army invading your capital city in this action platformer roguelite installment in the Prince of Persia series. John, what's going on in this game?
There's a lot of stuff. So, I've gotten about like 12 hours of gameplay, but while that may not seem like a lot, I actually was able to get through quite a bit of the story. So far, the prince is trying to rescue his family after being invaded by the Huns, and so he's basically traveling through this linear path, and every time he dies, it's kind of like a Groundhog Day type thing, right? So he dies, ends up back in the Oasis, and as you keep playing these runs, every time you die or every time you keep going through it, you're unlocking more and more of the story and different ways to save your family, like your brother, he's trying to save his mom, trying to save his dad, all that kind of stuff. And throughout the game too, you meet other characters like the leader of a village, another person that basically becomes he was kind of like a council member for the antagonist. A lot of the names are still escaping me just because some of the dialogue I decided to kind of like skip through because I'm like, okay, I just want to get back to like the parkour and the beating people up part because that part was so much fun. I don't mind the story. I think the story is great. But the overall like the levels, the way they're designed to kind of incorporate like really cool parkour mechanics, as well as like a lot of the like weapon combinations that you get with attacking and stuff. I had a really good time. I thought the game was really good. The art style is super cool. And the music, being a musician, talking about the music, I love the take on the soundtrack, which is basically like trap music using traditional Persian instruments. I thought that was a really, really nice touch to the game. It took me a little bit to understand the like parkour mechanics, but after that, I was totally fine. The movement is like super fluid though when it comes to that stuff, and the attack animations are super satisfying depending on like what weapons you're using. Personally, I really liked using the dented pot. That was actually the weapon that got me through my first complete run of the game before unlocking officially like everything else that I can use for the game. There's some buffers for the hero where you can give yourself like extra health, extra currency in the game. I think they use gold coins, and these things called soul cinders, which throughout each run you collect and save up to unlock additional weapons permanently, or these medallions that add like additional attack percentages, or if you do a critical attack, you can burn your enemies, and a bunch of other things, and a lot of other like environmental kills, extra health, damage, or something like that, which is super cool. Trying to think of what else. I know I've talked about a lot of pros, and usually with roguelikes there are some cons. I think the one thing was the replayability. You are going through the same levels to an extent, and you do unlock more over time. But completing my first run, it did take me a little bit to get through that. I think maybe by like my 10th or 11th attempt, I was able to get it. But that was after unlocking a couple of things. But after that, there's a lot of like higher risk reward throughout the game where, you can add buffers to the enemies, like additional damage and health. And if you complete the run, you actually get more rewards than you would just doing a normal run. Which I thought was kind of nice. You can unlock outfits. They actually had one that was a callback to the outfit that kind of resembled the original one from like the 1989 game, which I thought was kind of cool. And a bunch of other ones that incorporated the storyline and stuff. One of them being Corrupt Prince, which kind of like half of his arm is like dark power and stuff. That took a little bit to get, but that's probably my favorite one. And then they had an OG version of Prince of Persia, of the Prince, where he had purple skin. And I know, yep. And I know a lot of people reacted poorly to that. I actually saw a video from the developer where they talked about that. They were in a board meeting, and one of the guys was like, "Hey, do you guys think that everyone's gonna hate the fact that we gave this guy purple skin?" And then like everybody else in the meeting was like, "You're stupid. Nah, it'll be fine." It's like a 3-minute long video, and it's super funny. But they were like, yeah, and as soon as we opened it up for early access, that was the first thing we heard. So we fixed it, but they kept it as an unlockable skin. So I know that a lot of people can play as the purple skin if they liked it. I thought it was cool, but it's I understand that they're trying to cater to like the Prince of Persia like fan base and stuff like that, because these games have been around for almost 40 years at this point. And the first one I remember playing was the first one for Xbox, the original Xbox, and I fell in love with that. And then obviously, I kind of stopped playing the Prince of Persia games, but then the movie came out and kind of got back into the fan base of that. And then this is probably my third installment of the Prince of Persia series, and I really dig this one. So
very good.
Yeah, a lot of talking. Sorry, I've been drinking coffee. Bunch of
that's
coffee.
Fine.
So.
You're doing good. Doing good. Good length on this one. I'm happy with this one. You're doing great.
I appreciate
it. Other
so
reviewers could fucking learn something from you.
it's
need
the
to
art
go
of doing
19 minutes on a House of the Dead game.
I mean, what is there to already be said about a House of the Dead game? I don't know who did it, so I'm not trying to throw them under the bus, but like it kind of speaks for itself at that point.
A lot of history lessons.
Oh sure, I'm sure.
A lot of our longer reviews are from Chris, and he is ungodly knowledgeable about games. So he's always giving like big history updates on like the franchise, the releases, like whether they've gotten US releases or if they're stuck in Japan, because he covers a lot of the retro older stuff and the compilations. And like I think Radius Origins went like 25 minutes.
I mean, honestly, I'm all for reviews like that, just because of the like the history behind games, especially when it comes to like certain franchises, I'm always a sucker for like just listening to every nook and cranny. The game that I'll always talk about, I talked about it on the last episode that I was on, but Brutal Legend, that is the one game where I am constantly like championing that game. Like, I know a lot of people don't like the real-time events in that kind of stuff, but I was never like, I never saw it from a negative perspective. I didn't really have a problem with it. And that game, just the whole development of just like, you know, Tim Schafer, the cast, just the soundtrack that they picked, the original compositions from Peter McConnell, which, I mean, he is just, and wrote an original song for it too, which is hilarious. That's a game where I'm always like, I really hope this gets a sequel, but it probably won't, just because of like licensing reasons and honestly like the fan base, but I know there's a fan base for it. And Tim Schafer always talks about it.
Perfect storm of just the musicians involved, the talent involved. I don't think we'll ever see anything like that again.
I mean, I've always thought about
dead, and you can't do that without Ozzy.
Well, I mean, there's a Guardian of Metal. You can always do multiple Guardians of Metal. It's the same thing with Lemmy. Lemmy's not there either. But I mean, metal evolves,
Chad Kroger
right?
steps in.
I mean, that would be a choice. I think that
I would never buy
be a
it.
choice.
We got to talk more about Prince of Persia. Was there anything else you wanted to say about the game?
Yeah, I think one note. So I mean, Prince of Persia, as much as I love like the addition to the Prince of Persia like franchise and stuff, I feel like this also would have been a good game without the involvement of a pre-existing franchise attached to it. I always like seeing like indie developers take on a project with a major distributor, especially like Ubisoft, because they just dish out content and it's awesome. But I'm curious how this would have fared if it was like an original storyline with the same mechanics and elements and stuff like that. Because we're always seeing like new takes on pre-existing games. And this one definitely knocks it out of the park, but I'm also curious as to what this would have looked like if it was like an original storyline with original characters and keeping the art style and all that stuff. So, but otherwise, it's a good game. I love it.
You ever play Dead Cells?
No, I don't think I've heard of Dead Cells.
You need to play Dead Cells.
I'm looking this up.
Yeah. This Rogue Prince of Persia was the second game from the devs of Dead Cells.
Ah, okay.
And they did so well with the roguelike genre that Ubisoft was like, you want to do our Prince of Persia game?
I see. I mean, I'm just looking at the cover for it. It screams Metroidvania to me.
Yeah.
So
and they actually have a Castlevania crossover with Dead Cells.
What?
A legit Castlevania crossover. There's like 4 or 5 DLCs for Dead Cells right now. It's ridiculous.
That might be the next game I play then. Yeah, roguelikes are like my favorite genre. So.
Oh, it's on Game Pass.
I might get Game Pass. Yeah, I will say this was this reviewing this game was the whole reason why I broke out my Xbox again. I actually haven't touched this thing in about like a year and a half, 2 years. Only because I was playing like Rocket League and stuff like that. I don't have Game Pass anymore, so most of the stuff I'm playing is on PC. But it looks like there is some crossplay for some of these titles, so I might pick it up again.
Game Pass, whether you're on PC or on Xbox, I think is absolutely worth having.
Yeah, especially if you're into like the classic stuff.
Yeah, they just put out a Retro Classics app that's like a Game Pass exclusive. It has like 60 to 80 old Activision, like Atari games and shit.
So I can play like Pitfall and stuff?
Games. Yeah, Pitfall's on there.
Hell yeah. I love that.
Game Pass, good shit. And Rogue Prince of Persia is part of Game Pass, as well as PlayStation Plus. The main game itself clocks in at $29.99. John, what is your verdict on the Rogue Prince of Persia? Do you know our review scale?
Not really, no. This is my first time doing this.
Oh, we started with 3. It was buy it, try it, or deny it.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a really good system. And then for the really, really cheap games, this one wouldn't qualify. We added a fourth one. Fuck it, why not?
Oh, gotcha.
Where it's so cheap that, fuck it, why not?
Yeah. I mean, I would say for what it is. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead. Like I said, coffee, man. It's just coursing through my veins right now.
I have Hamburger Helper coursing through my veins.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that either.
$30. What's your verdict on this one?
I would definitely say buy this. Like for $30, you're getting a really good roguelike game. And I mean, if you're a fan of Prince of Persia and you're also a fan of the developers, especially like, you know, with Dead Cells, if you've already played Dead Cells, based on the information that I was just given, you're gonna love this game. So I would say buy it.
Very good. All right, John, thank you so much for coming on, hanging out with us. Before I let you go, you're a Double Fine fan. What do you think of that new game Keeper they're doing?
Keeper. I've only heard a couple things about it. I mean, I'm a huge fan of Double Fine. So, you know, I've played Psychonauts 1 and 2, Brutal Legend, obviously, and a bunch of other stuff. But no, anything that Double Fine puts out, I'm always a fan of. So I'm looking forward to it.
You're a walking lighthouse.
I am.
All right, that is it for this entire episode. We are finished with everything. John, thank you for being here, hanging out with us. Thanks to Jacob, Aki, and Bree. Well, Aki, if she was here, I still don't know. Fucking Wednesday, whatever. Music this episode. John, I will let you pick. What kind of song should we play to end? Grant always picks you. Do you want to pick a Grant song?
Ooh, I do actually. Let's see. So the first thing I have ever heard from Grant was from an EP that he put out of Marble Madness called When Good Marbles Go to Die. Trying to remember the track name. It's track 3, but I'm looking this up right now to actually get the where good. I think it's just F.F.F, but I'm just gonna double check that.
F.F.F featuring Norg.
Yes, that's the one.
All right, we will play that to end the show. Norg's our announcer. Did you know that?
I think you said something about that last time we hung out. Yeah.
Yeah, he does all the intros to the show. No, we also have
Listen here, fuck snort.
that sound clip.
I have not heard that one.
That's a good one.
I know we were going through like the whole library, so that's yeah.
Dude, we have he did this too. That's him with his mouth.
That is insane. I know my dad whistles and he can do like the old school like UFO sounds with kind of like that, awesome. Where it's like cricket noises. Yeah, I've heard him do that before. I've always tried to master that and I don't think I can. But every time I'm just like, can you please do that?
Yeah, Discord has a built-in cricket sound.
That's pretty close.
I mean, it's okay, but it's quiet. This that gets your attention.
That one's pretty good.
That's the noise when I miss a phone call.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
All right. That is it. Again, I'll wrap this up one more time. Stemage and Norg coming up. John, do you have any final words to end the show?
I love Brutal Legend.
Okay, we're done.
Cool.